Right, I just thought I'd do a video for you on engine bay detailing. Sun's shining, it's been beautiful over here, which means one thing is everyone's out washing the car, they want a nice car, shiny car, and some of the, well, quite a few novices out there would think, oh, I'm going to do my engine bay as well, going to get nice spick and span. There's so much stuff out there, lots of videos out there on detailing your cars and stuff like that. It's something I've always been a bit sort of reserved on. I've done engine bays before, but a lot of the stuff that I see is how to do it with a jet wash, or the lack of understanding of how to do it with a jet wash. It's a bit worrying for me. One of my channel on YouTube did it the other day, talked about all the Matt's Garage, check it out. He talked about a few things to do with detailing. He's pretty much on my side of things, where using a jet wash is a bit, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. If you're a pro, obviously pro stuff is very much, you know, they know what they're doing, they know how to deal with it, they know what's what. So if you really want a spanking engine, I'd take it to one of them. But if you're going to do it yourself, these are the things you really got to look at. I mean, this car's 20 years old. So when you've got a 20-year-old car, obviously everything in it is 20 years old, apart from service items and a few things that you might have changed over the years. So you're going to jet wash this car, you come out, you get your jet wash, you think you're going to go for it. I personally wouldn't do it. I've detailed an engine bay before, and I did it all by hand, and it looked pretty good. It was an old Golf, VW Golf. It was a GTI lookalike. It wasn't a GTI, but it looked like one. And it looked great when I did it. So on that, you know, if you're going to do a car like that, or that's a lot of years old, you know, there's a lot of stuff you've really got to think about. I know some of the channels say, oh, you use bags, you know, take care with the electrics and all that. But when you look at this car, this is my Honda Civic. It's a E11 Honda Civic 1.4 Sport. It's run brilliantly since I've had it. I've had it, what, 7 or 8 years now, and it's run brilliantly, purely because I don't piss around with it. And everything in it, I mean, when you look at the engine bay, things that I'm going to look at, obviously you've got the battery, you've got battery connectors here, you've got internal wiring. I mean, you've got a wiring harness here, you know, you've got all these connectors here. It's, you know, it is a seal, well, it's not a sealed unit. You know, a lot of the stuff that's going on in there, you don't want to get water in, that sort of thing. So yeah, you could bag it over, you could tape it up or whatever. You've got injectors there with wiring, connectors. You've got an idle air control valve there, throttle position sensors, temperature sensors. Some of this stuff is really sensitive. Some of it's old, the wiring's old, it's brittle. Some of these pipes, stuff like that, you know, you've got the air intake here, there. Some of this stuff's hard to get hold of. Do you really want to go in with a jet wash and start smashing it apart, really getting involved in it? Fuel regulator, obviously you've got your leads, HT leads, distributor as well. Do you want to get water in that? Yeah, you could cover it over, but before you know it, you're covering everything over because you're not sure about it. Just going around to the other side, you've got air ducts, things like that, stuff that you can't even get anymore. You know, you hit that with a jet wash, the chances are they might have a weak spot on it, and you're going to create a vacuum leak of some sort, especially on some of these pipes as you go deep down. Got another harness here. Wiring, the wiring's pretty brittle. You know, yes, you can cover it over. Before you know it, everything's pretty much getting covered over because you're not too sure about it. Perhaps use a hose pipe on it or something to get some of the muck down the back. Got a fuel filter there, evap down the bottom, stuff like that. You know, got a major wiring harness here. It's got all sorts of earth contacts. You've got earth contacts down the side. You've got a major earth. Some of this stuff is really brittle. You know, some of these pipes, fans at the front. You know, would you do it? I don't know. If I was a novice, I'd probably stay away from it. Well, as an engine detailer, I'm just saying this more for a DIY point of view. I would probably leave alone. But things you can do to make your engine bay look really good: paint. You can take this off and paint it. Done that before. Looks really, really good. Get a toothbrush, bucket water toothbrush, just start going through. You can get a lot of products out there as well. A lot of rubber products that will clean them up really, really well. Perhaps replace some of the stuff if you can, like new caps and stuff. Your box, clean that up, make it nice and shiny. Some of the top stuff. Engine manifold cover, you can paint that. So there's a really, really lot of things to think about. If it was me, I wouldn't use a jet wash on this at all. Even on some of the brand new cars, which are full of sensors, places where water can get in. You know, do you really want to do it? You got O2 sensor plugs down here. You know, a lot of the stuff that might happen. I mean, yeah, you do it. It looks great. You start the car up, off you go. But the water's in there, and it's going to corrode, and it's going to cause problems. It's going to get in connectors, and I've seen it before where water's found its way into connectors, and it's caused all that sort of green, furry stuff. You know, so is that what you want to do? So I'm not going to clean an engine just to generate views and things like that. I'm not going to do it. I have done it, but I think if you obviously if you're going to have a show car, then that's a different story. The chances are you're going to be taking that apart and putting it back together and everything like that, so you can do it as you go. You might be replacing lots of parts, harnesses and things like that. You know, get a proper detailer in. I've seen friends who've got cars who've brought proper detailers in, and it looks fantastic. Professional people who know what they're doing. But I was doing it, bringing your car in your drive and getting the old jet wash on it, I would leave it alone. But that's just me. What do you think? You know, you might have a different scenario. I know a lot of you will probably say, well, I've never had a problem. Different cars, different issues. But for me, you know, an old 20-year-old car, I would probably just leave it alone. So this is a Nissan Qashqai. Would I detail this one? Yeah, probably. I mean, look. I mean, it's even got it's got an engine cover on it. There's not a lot. All sensors wise is pretty much under there. Everything you need to see. Everything can be cleaned quite easily. Would I put a jet wash on it? Nah, probably not. But it's easy enough to clean. It looks great. You know, you put a nice few wipes over this, and you're going to clean it up in no time. So this is a year-old car. So compared to a 20-year-old car, a 1-year-old car, it's almost as if it's put out there to be detailed safely. But no. So this is a Nissan Qashqai. So everything's nice and shiny. Just needs a wipe over. So I might give it a go on this one with a hose pipe or something. But going back to here, to my Honda, trusty old Honda. I want to keep it a trusty old Honda. I don't want to spray the crap out of it with jet washers or anything like that. I want to keep it running as I possibly can. It's been great to me. So see, a lot of this grime here can be used to toothbrush on. A lot of this stuff as well. There's nothing wrong with taking parts off and spraying it, you know, putting back on, making them nice and clean. Same with there. I mean, some good stuff out there, lots of degreaser stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. Tell me what you think. You know, be constructive. I'm pretty liberal. I'm a DIY. I don't do this for a living, but I've done it for a long time, so I've come across a lot of stuff over the years. But I know jet washing engines is not what I would be into. But yeah, hopefully found this quite interesting. Thanks for watching.